Elizabeth Fritzl's story is one of the most harrowing tales of abuse and survival in modern history. Born in 1966 in Amstetten, Austria, Elizabeth was subjected to unimaginable horrors by her father, Josef Fritzl. At the age of 18, she was lured into the basement of her family home under the pretense of helping her father with a household project. Once inside, she was drugged, handcuffed, and imprisoned, leading to 24 years of captivity. For over 2 decades, Elizabeth lived in a windowless, soundproof cellar that her father had meticulously prepared. She was cut off from the outside world, with no sunlight, fresh air, or human contact apart from her father. During this time, she endured constant physical and emotional abuse, with no hope of escape or rescue. Josef Fritzl controlled every aspect of Elizabeth's life. He provided her with minimal food and supplies, only what was necessary to keep her alive. The isolation and constant fear of her father's unpredictable rage added to her suffering. Despite the extreme conditions, Elizabeth's will to survive remained unwavering. The extent of her captivity was unimaginable to anyone on the outside. While Elizabeth was suffering, her family and the community remained oblivious to her plight, believing the lies spun by Joseph about her disappearance. The monstrous reality of her imprisonment would remain hidden for 24 long years. During her captivity, Josef Fritzl subjected Elizabeth to repeated sexual abuse, resulting in the birth of 7 children. The conditions under which these children were born and raised were nothing short of horrifying. Elizabeth gave birth to her children in the same cellar where she was imprisoned, often without any medical assistance or proper care. 3 of Elizabeth's children were kept in the cellar with her, enduring the same horrendous conditions. The other 3 were taken upstairs by Joseph, who pretended that they were abandoned on his doorstep. He and his wife, who was unaware of the true nature of the situation, raised these children as their own. The children who remained in the cellar knew no other world. They grew up in darkness, with limited space and no opportunity for normal social interaction or education. The physical and psychological toll on these children was immense. They suffered from malnutrition, developmental delays, and severe emotional trauma. Elizabeth did everything she could to provide for her children under the circumstances. She taught them to read and write with the limited resources available, and she tried to create a sense of normalcy in an environment that was anything but. Her resilience and determination to protect her children were extraordinary. The shocking truth of Elizabeth Fritzl's captivity began to unravel in April 2008, when one of her children, Kirsten, fell gravely ill. Desperate to save her daughter's life, Elizabeth convinced Joseph to seek medical help. Kirsten was taken to the hospital in a critical condition, displaying symptoms that puzzled the medical staff. Kirsten's arrival at the hospital raised immediate concerns. Her malnourished state, poor health, and lack of medical history prompted doctors to question her background. They alerted the authorities, suspecting that there was more to the situation than what Josef Fritzl had initially told them. As the investigation progressed, the police began to suspect foul play. They issued public appeals for information, which led to Joseph finally allowing Elizabeth to visit the hospital. This was Elizabeth's first contact with the outside world in over 2 decades. At the hospital, she was able to communicate with the authorities and reveal her horrifying story. The moment Elizabeth disclosed her ordeal, the authorities acted swiftly. They arrested Josef Fritzl and secured the release of Elizabeth and her remaining children from the cellar. The world was stunned by the enormity of the crime, and the details of the case shocked and appalled people globally. Josef Fritzl was arrested on April 26, 2008, following the revelations made by Elizabeth. The police conducted a thorough search of the Fritzl residence, uncovering the elaborate cellar where Elizabeth and her children had been held captive. The evidence collected painted a chilling picture of the 24 years of abuse and imprisonment. During the trial, Josef Fritzl faced charges including rape, incest, false imprisonment, and manslaughter of one of the infants who died shortly after birth. The trial, which began in March 2009, captivated global attention. The courtroom heard harrowing testimonies and saw evidence that highlighted the extent of Fritzl's depravity. Josef Fritzl initially tried to downplay his actions, claiming that he had acted out of a desire to protect Elizabeth from the outside world. However, the overwhelming evidence and the testimonies of Elizabeth and her children led to his conviction. On March 19, 2009, Josef Fritzl was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole for at least 15 years. The severity of Fritzl's sentence reflected the gravity of his crimes. He was sent to a high-security prison in Krems an der Donau, Austria, where he remains to this day. His imprisonment brought a sense of justice to Elizabeth and her children, although the scars of their ordeal will last a lifetime. Section 5. Elizabeth's new life and marriage. After her release, Elizabeth Fritzl was given a new identity and relocated to a secure and undisclosed location in Austria. She and her children received extensive psychological and medical care to begin the long process of healing from their traumatic experiences. The road to recovery was challenging, but Elizabeth's strength and determination shone through. In 2019, Elizabeth found love and solace in an unexpected place. She married Thomas Wagner, one of the bodyguards assigned to protect her after her escape. Their relationship blossomed into a deep and supportive partnership, providing Elizabeth with a sense of safety and normalcy that she had been deprived of for so long. Elizabeth and her children now live in a small, secluded village where they are known to the locals but maintain their privacy. The community has embraced them, offering support and understanding as they rebuild their lives. Elizabeth's resilience and courage have been instrumental in her and her children's journey toward healing. Today, Elizabeth is in her 50s and continues to make significant strides in her recovery. She has reduced her therapy sessions, indicating progress in her mental and emotional healing. Her focus remains on providing a loving and stable environment for her children and grandchildren, cherishing the moments of happiness and peace they share. Section 6. The Children's Recovery and Current Lives. Elizabeth's children, who range in age from 21 to 35, have faced immense challenges in adapting to life outside the cellar. Each of them has had a unique journey of recovery, marked by ongoing psychological and emotional support. They live under new identities and continue to be closely monitored to ensure their safety and well-being. The transition to a normal life has been particularly difficult for the children who spent their entire lives in the cellar. They had to learn basic social skills, adapt to daylight, and cope with the overwhelming sensory experiences of the outside world. Despite these obstacles, they have shown remarkable resilience and determination to build new lives. The children who were raised upstairs by Joseph and his wife have also had to confront the truth of their origins and come to terms with the trauma they experienced. Therapy and support groups have played a crucial role in helping them process their emotions and build their futures. They are pursuing education and careers, striving to create a sense of normalcy and purpose. Elizabeth's unwavering support and love have been a cornerstone of her children's recovery. She has guided them through their darkest moments, providing the stability and care they need to heal. The bond between Elizabeth and her children is a testament to their collective strength and resilience. Section 7. The Ongoing Journey of Healing. The Journey of Healing. For Elizabeth Fritzl and her children is ongoing. While they have made incredible progress, the scars of their past remain. Therapy and support continue to play a vital role in their lives, helping them navigate the complexities of their emotions and experiences. Elizabeth's children are gradually finding their own paths, discovering their passions and interests. They engage in various activities, from education to hobbies, that help them build their identities and futures. The support they receive from professionals and their mother is crucial in their ongoing recovery. Elizabeth herself continues to seek solace in her role as a mother and grandmother. The joys of family life bring moments of happiness and normalcy that were long denied to her. She remains committed to creating a safe and loving environment for her children, celebrating their achievements and milestones. The strength of Elizabeth and her children serves as an inspiration to many. Their story is a powerful reminder of the human capacity for resilience and the importance of support and love in overcoming trauma. Their ongoing journey of healing underscores the need for continued awareness and action to protect and support survivors of abuse. The discovery of Elizabeth Fritzl's captivity and the subsequent trial of Josef Fritzl drew immense media attention worldwide. The public was shocked and horrified by the details of the case, which revealed the depths of human cruelty and the failure of societal systems to protect vulnerable individuals. Media coverage of the case was extensive, with news outlets providing detailed reports on the investigation, trial, and aftermath. The sensational nature of the story led to widespread public interest and debate. While the coverage helped raise awareness about the issue of domestic abuse in captivity, it also posed challenges for Elizabeth and her family in their quest for privacy. Elizabeth and her children were thrust into the public eye, making their recovery process even more difficult. The media scrutiny and public curiosity often felt invasive, adding to their trauma. Efforts were made to protect their identities and provide them with the privacy they desperately needed to heal. Despite these challenges, the media coverage also played a role in highlighting the importance of safeguarding vulnerable individuals and holding perpetrators accountable. It sparked discussions on the need for better systems and measures to prevent such horrific crimes and support survivors in their recovery. The Fritzl case had significant legal and social repercussions, prompting changes in laws and policies to better protect individuals from abuse and captivity. The Austrian government faced criticism for the failures in its social services and law enforcement systems that allowed such a crime to go undetected for so long. In response to the case, Austria implemented stricter regulations and monitoring mechanisms to prevent similar incidents. The authorities increased efforts to educate the public and professionals about the signs of abuse and the importance of reporting suspicious activities. These measures aim to create a safer environment and ensure that cases of abuse are identified and addressed promptly. The case also had a broader impact on international discussions about domestic abuse and human rights. Organizations and advocates used the Fritzl case as an example to push for stronger protections and support systems for survivors of abuse globally. The need for comprehensive policies and resources to address and prevent abuse became a focal point in many countries. The legal and social changes prompted by the Fritzl case continue to evolve, reflecting ongoing efforts to create a society where such atrocities are less likely to occur. The legacy of the case serves as a reminder of the importance of vigilance, empathy, and action in protecting the most vulnerable members of society. In the years since her escape, Elizabeth Fritzl has become a symbol of resilience and hope. While she maintains a low public profile to protect her privacy, her story has inspired many and contributed to greater awareness about the issues of abuse and captivity. Her strength and courage have resonated with survivors and advocates around the world. Elizabeth has quietly supported various initiatives aimed at helping survivors of abuse. She has participated in private events and discussions, sharing her experiences to highlight the importance of support networks and resources for those recovering from trauma. Her insights have been invaluable in shaping programs and policies to assist survivors. Support networks and organizations dedicated to helping survivors have rallied around Elizabeth and her family. These groups provide essential services including therapy, legal assistance, and advocacy. They work tirelessly to ensure that survivors have the tools and support they need to rebuild their lives. Elizabeth's advocacy, though often behind the scenes, has had a profound impact. Her story continues to inspire efforts to create a world where survivors of abuse are heard, supported, and empowered to heal. The collective efforts of survivors, advocates, and support networks are crucial in driving change and fostering a culture of compassion and justice. Elizabeth Fritzl's story is a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the power of resilience. Despite enduring unimaginable horrors, she has managed to rebuild her life and provide a loving environment for her children. Her journey of recovery is ongoing, but her progress is a beacon of hope for many. The legacy of the Fritzl case serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of vigilance, empathy, and action in protecting the vulnerable. The legal and social changes prompted by the case continue to evolve, reflecting efforts to create a safer and more just society. The ongoing support for survivors of abuse remains crucial in ensuring their healing and empowerment. Elizabeth's advocacy, though often conducted privately, has contributed significantly to raising awareness and driving change. Her story has inspired many to take action and support initiatives that protect and assist survivors of abuse. The collective efforts of individuals, organizations, and governments are essential in creating a world where such atrocities are less likely to occur. As Elizabeth and her children continue their journey of healing, their resilience and strength stand as a testament to the power of the human spirit. Their story is one of hope, courage, and the unwavering determination to overcome adversity and build a brighter future.